Search parties have made no progress in retrieving the remains of the young lady who allegedly jumped to death at the Kaitro Falls, but the search continues while the Kaitro National Park has been reopened to visitors. In our previous newscast, I spoke with Pandit Ravindranath Singh, who explained the spiritual consequences of suicide from the perspective of Hinduism. From a Christian's perspective, Pastor Diego Alfonso of New Testament Church of God reveals the spiritual implications and consequences of suicide. Tell me directly, what are the spiritual consequences of committing suicide?
Yes, well, the spiritual consequences of committing suicide, unfortunately, as we in Christianity believe that there's a heaven to gain and a hell to shun. And we're not attempting to scare people or anything like that. But sometimes people commit suicide because they believe the problems are too much in this world and they see it as an escape. But the fact of the matter is that a person that commits suicide, that's where their problems really begin, because they're ushered off into a lost eternity.
For the past 2 years in Guyana, Indo males were reported as the main victims of suicide. Pastor Alfonso, who occupies the position of President of the Men's Affairs Bureau of the Ministry of Social Protection, gives his word that work is being done to fight this issue.
We've been doing a lot of work collaboratively. As a matter of fact, we're in discussions with the faith-based organizations, more so based on what you mentioned in terms of the Indo-Guyanese community. We're in discussions with a number of pandits in relation to tackling this whole issue. And we're doing a lot of collaborative work across the country. We've done some sessions through the community policing groups. We continue to reach out into the communities with sensitization and awareness, because we're very strong and big on collaborations, and we do that a lot because we believe that no one agency or entity is able to tackle, well, not only suicide, but most of the scourges that we're dealing with in our society.
Hopelessness is one characteristic which leads to the act of suicide. Pastor Alfonso is pleading to persons who are bothered by suicidal thoughts to trust in God.
Elijah in the Word of God, one time he was so depressed he desired to die because Jezebel was looking to take his life because he had slain all the false prophets. And but subsequently he was able to be ministered to, and he was able to get back his strength and keep going. So from a Christian perspective, we encourage people to put their hope in God and a Creator, because most times when people commit suicide, it's because of a sense of hopelessness. All right, and so we encourage people to seek help, seek counseling, talk to someone when you feel depressed, especially with suicidal thoughts, because depression is one of the leading causes of suicide. So we encourage people to connect with the divine and know that there is hope, because the Word of God promises that He will never leave us or forsake us.
For HGP Nightly News, I am Jessica Daw.